Disclosure Day is finally here, and I can only describe it as one of my favorite movies of the year. Steven Spielberg has always been one of my favorite filmmakers, and once again, he really hits it out of the park. This movie is different than most of these alien invasion or sci-fi movies that we get. It feels very grounded, even though you can tell that it's still a science fiction story. The first half feels thrilling, and the second half almost feels like a fantasy drama with a deep emotional message. The science fiction elements do come through, but they do not exactly form part of the film's themes, I can say. Thematically, the film almost feels kind of biblical. Steven Spielberg has always been one of my favorite filmmakers. He has a way of making larger than life stories feel small and very personal. The film kind of feels like E.T., and it's probably Steven's most personal science fiction or alien invasion movie since E.T. Unlike other alien movies with all the destruction and the action, this one focuses on how humanity will react when we discover that aliens are real. It's more a story about humanity than it is about the aliens, even though the aliens do play a key part in the story. The film has a strong emotional core that really kept me glued to my seat for the whole runtime. It runs at a little over 2 hours and 20 minutes, I think. And yeah, it was easy to get lost in the story where the themes feels more like it's something about empathy than fear. It is about who we are as people instead of who the aliens are. Emily Blunt delivers a phenomenal performance. I would even say it's probably Oscar or rather award winning. Her display of emotion is next level amazing. She switches between different emotions so beautifully and so easily. Josh O'Connor is also great in the movie. Colin Firth makes for a great villain, and the rest of the cast are amazing too. Coleman Domingo, Eve Hewson, they are all fantastic. The film doesn't only have a great story, but it also looks amazing. And I wish I could have gotten to see this in IMAX. And if you go watch it, you have an IMAX near you, then please check it out in IMAX. I believe that's the best way to watch this movie specifically. The movie was shot on location, and that makes it feel even more grounded. The movie doesn't have a lot of big action set pieces, which I think works for the story, but the ones that we do get really look fantastic. The special effects also look great for the most part. Although some CGI characters didn't look that great, maybe it was just the cinema, or maybe it was just a projector from the cinema, but it just didn't pop off the screen like most science fiction movies characters usually do. I really liked that Spielberg kept the story and the action as simple as possible. The designs of the aliens are also really simple. It makes them feel a little more realistic in a sense. It's easy to see them as characters rather than, um, well, otherworldly beings, even though you can clearly see it's aliens. You know, the film is also great when John Williams and Spielberg team up. Williams' score is once again the emotional core of this movie. It's like magic the way Spielberg's direction and Williams' score flow together. They know how to tell a good story, and once again, their score and their direction makes for an amazing story. And to be honest, the wrestling scene in this movie automatically makes it get an A. I do, however, have a few minor issues with the movie which brought the score down a little bit. First off, the pacing wasn't what I was hoping for, and there were a few plot holes that I picked up. I'm not gonna go into that because I don't want to spoil the movie. I want everyone to go watch it and experience it and share their thoughts with me if they find any plot holes. All I can say is that's not enough to take away how wonderful and amazing this movie is. It kept my attention. It's entertaining. It's a beautiful, heartwarming story, a story of humanity, a story of peace, and sort of a story of hope, and also a story that raises a lot of questions. I felt connected to the world Spielberg created in this movie, and it made me think of what a real life disclosure day might be like or what it will look like. So, if you like Spielberg movies, if you like sci fi movies, then this is definitely a movie you shouldn't miss out on. It's worth the movie ticket, it's worth seeing in IMAX, and if you can't, then at least just go watch it in cinemas because it looks great in cinemas. And yeah, it's an easy 4 out of 5 stars for me. And yeah, that's been my review for Disclosure Day. I will see you at the movies.